Hi everyone, welcome to another topic on nutrition. So let us discuss on this belly fat today. This question is asked several times by many people that how to reduce their fat on your belly, or how does one accumulate fat on the belly area. So even if a person is thin or slim, I mean they would not have fat on their arms or chest or legs. They would be slim, they would be thin, but they would have a big stomach where a lot of fat is being accumulated. So even with people who are obese or fat, they would have fat accumulation all over the body, even in their arms and legs. So it includes the stomach area. But in some people, it's only fat accumulation, they only have a big belly. So how to reduce these inches of belly? So remember that there is nothing as a spot reduction. You cannot spot at a particular area and reduce the fat only at that particular region. So it's nothing like a laser beam, like you point it at a particular direction, a particular point, and that would burn your fat at that area, burn fat at a specific region. So there is nothing as a spot reduction or reducing your fat only at a particular area or only concentrating on that area. So there are many reasons for the accumulation of fat on the abdomen region. So first let us understand that how fat is stored or accumulated on this area. So if you look at this figure, this diagram, it's just a rough figure for you all to understand. This is the stomach, the abdomen area where you have your organs over here, your liver, stomach, intestines, pancreas, all the organs required for digestion. So this fat, which I have named it, is called subcutaneous fat. So fat just below the skin, which you can pinch, like you can pinch your arms. Like if you just pinch your skin, you could understand whether you have fat, like it is soft. So the fat that is just present below the skin is subcutaneous fat, and this is present all around your body, like in your legs, in your arms, everywhere. So there are some devices used to calculate the fat. They are called those calipers, where you just have that pinch test, pinch the skin and you see how much fat is being accumulated at particular area. There are many areas to calculate the subcutaneous fat. So this region, which is called, it's the muscle region. So ab exercises, everyone wants to focus on ab exercises to reduce their belly fat. So that's the abs. But remember that if you focus on only doing exercise targeting your abs, thinking under the impression that you would reduce your belly fat or have that nice good six-pack ab, then you are in the wrong impression, because that would only maybe strengthen your muscles on your abdomen region, but the presence of the fat would be the same. There would be no utilization of the fat. Only targeting doing the specific exercise is not going to hold good. So the visceral fat is the stored fat around the organs. It's in this region. So that is the reason that some people may have a tight stomach, but they have the presence of visceral fat. It's only accumulation of fat on this region. So having no fat around the legs, thighs, but only accumulation is because of the presence of this visceral fat. So even if a person is thin or fat or whatever structure, but they would have a belly, accumulation of fat in this region, then that's because of the presence of visceral fat. Excessive amount, yes, fat is essential, it is required by the body. It's a cushioning, it absorbs the shock, and it's surrounded around the organs. So yes, a certain quantity of fat is required, it is essential, but excessive deposition of unwanted fat in this area would be the visceral fat. And being under the impression that only targeting your muscles to reduce that fat on that area would not do good. The only solution is through eating right, having the right food. So now let us understand the reasons or the causes of this. So there's a hormone called as cortisol hormone, and hormones are nothing but the chemical messengers in your body. So everything in your body is governed or it's ruled by hormones. Hormones, it maintains the stability of your body. It's just like having a remote control in your hand. So how you would operate it or how you would use it, it depends on you. So hormones do play a very important role in one's overall health and body composition. So hormones we'll study or we'll understand it in another video of mine. So the major reason or the major contributor of abdomen belly fat is cortisol hormone. So there could be many reasons. It depends on every individual. Every case is different and unique. It depends on individual lifestyle, food habits, their hormonal imbalance if they would have, also if they are on some medication. So many things need to be considered and are contributors for ill health. So when the cortisol hormone is increases, it's elevated, so that increases the deposition of fat on the abdomen area, that's the belly fat. So this could get triggered with stress. Yes, stress does cause and is a big contributor for bad health, for gaining fat. So when the increase of stress is there, maybe at your workplace or your house or any kind of stress for a prolonged period, which would again cause a lot of hormonal imbalance in one system. So everything is correlated and co-linked. Lack of sleep, it's not about quantity, it's about quality of sleep. Yes, good quality and quantity of sleep is required, which is correlated with cortisol hormone. So lack of sleep, insufficient amount of sleep or irregular timings of sleep, no good quality of sleep, having disturbed sleep could increase the level of cortisol. Also stress, so all these things are correlated. Increase of stress would increase cortisol activity, also it could trigger sleep, so it's all a cyclic process. Hormones do play a very important role in one's overall health and body. So we'll understand this in depth in my upcoming videos. So remember that to have good health and have good body, you need to have a balance of hormones. An imbalance in activity of hormones would trigger a lot of things in the body, and it could in turn give all these effects. So we'll understand the role of each hormone and how it affects the body in my upcoming videos. So let us get a more thorough understanding of concepts and let us get our doubts and our myths cleared. Also several questions being asked by all these videos which I'll be posting in my upcoming videos. So subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all in my next video.